Hi, welcome back to Dial Twang. I'm Dave. Today, here in a couple minutes, we're just going to have some fun playing the blues in A, 12 bar blues. Instead of me doing a demo right now and then kind of talking about it throughout the lesson, I'm going to introduce this and then I'm going to zoom in and you'll still be able to hear my voice, but really just show you like some kind of nuts and bolts stuff that you can do with this A minor pentatonic and blues scale stuff, and a little bit more of an upbeat 12 bar pattern. It occurred to me the last few days that so many of you are really doing what it takes making the commitment to what this channel and what this method really asks of you, which is to challenge yourself to express yourself in your own musical language at any skill level, right? And that takes some courage, right? Many of us would prefer to, you know, really have something to show before we go out there and do it, or feel more confident. I can play that lick exactly like that video, told me to play it or whatever. Nothing wrong with that approach, but man, it's something else to really just say, hey, I'm just going to let my musical nature come out through my guitar, right? Through your body. And it might seem sometimes like, oh, we're doing all this work and I don't know, man, maybe I just want to learn some licks or something. Well, I get that. And I'm like that too. Sometimes I like to just, it's kind of like binge watching a TV. I like to just get on YouTube and I'll just find some sick licks and just sit there and kind of obsessively learn them. I don't know. We all have that's all part of our. Most of us have that element of our needing to be fed in that way. So, in my own little way today, I'm just going to show you some of the stuff that I'm accustomed to doing in blues playing, and just give you some ideas and just really have some fun. So, just kind of switch out of that analytical mode for today and just kind of get comfortable and let's have some fun. Okay. Okay. So we're just going to get right down to it. And like I said, just kind of switch your mind over into, hey, I'm just going to make make music with this. And this is going to be a kind of a real primal right approach to this. So we got our A minor pentatonic shape. Okay. Also, okay, if you're not familiar with those, I'll put the diagrams up for those in this lesson and in the outro. I'll give you a loop of this 12 bar shuffle thing to play with. It's a little bit up tempo, but don't, that doesn't mean you always have to be, just go half it. It'll still work. Here, I'll try to, don't take my word for it. Okay, I was in kind of a weird part of the progression there, I guess. But does that make sense? Just go, break it in half as far as the tempo of it. Two main things that I wanted to kind of lay on you today with this. The first is doubling up on strings where it's really convenient, playing two strings at once. That's just right there for you, you know, and you hear this all the time on recordings on the radio, and, you know, and maybe you just don't, it's hard to visualize it, right? But once you see that, it's all right there. It's not really a complicated matter once you already have good physicality with that basic blues pattern, okay? So, and you can do your own exploration on that. You know, you slide into them. You can do little bends on them. And by little, I mean you don't have to, you know, stretch all those all the way up and make it sound like a pedal steel and all that. That's cool stuff. But for this, you just need a little, just the slightest. You can also slide them, you know, up and back, especially on this one. Okay. Then this one, something you do want to get. It's not lined up perfectly on the same finger. But that one you hear, you know, just all the time. Let me show you a little. Trying to see where I am in the... Okay. So that's stuff that you can just really get going, you know, pretty quick. And it's fun, you know, get a nasty sound on your amp or your plugins or whatever, and just, you know, there's great players, their whole style really depends on that kind of stuff, you know, more so than a lot of single note playing. Then the other thing was some hammer-ons. You know, just practice those. They're going to be more useful on these top four, the highest four, right? Let me do that and I'll slow it down a little bit. Oh yeah, the slowing down part. You can also hammer and leave it. Okay, I don't get too carried away there, but you know, you want to be able to do those hammers quickly. So that's something you can just practice, you know, kind of off to the side. That's it. Yeah, so the double stop thing, or that's a fancy term for playing two strings at once. Okay. And the hammering and pull offs. And then that slide. You can do it separately, separate the notes, or together. Stuff like that. But really have fun with it. That's the main thing. I'm going to put both of those A minor pentatonic frameworks up in the outro so that you can park it on there if you need to. And just try to add some of those style elements and have some fun, and let me know how it goes. Okay, until next time, thank you.